we welcome you back. Will Gural and Jonathan Reese at center for the opening face-off. The Bears wearing the home whites, brown numerals, red trim Yale in the road, navy blues and whites. And the Bulldogs have won the opening face-off. We are underway here in Providence. Ball played up to Riley Nathan, a long pull shot to scores!
A little bit of a tough game against Penn last week, and the Bears hoping to get him back on track.
And he wins his second face-off of the day, and the Bears will go to work on the attack, attacking right to left. Yale spotted a 1-0 early lead, 2-0 Yale early as we come back to the face-off X. Gural lost his footing. Off the wing came Jake Miller of the Bears. He is held up and
should be a push, hold.
Yep, there's the hold.
Poison there.
Face-off win for Brown, and it's like they are going to set him back to midfield.
Well, interesting keeping Miller out there with the long pole on this offensive set.
What's their attack?
I don't think Reeves or Simbalista has touched the ball yet today.
On the face-off, it's ground ball pickup for Alec Tullett, ahead for Gural. Here come the running Bears. Gural in front, shot score! Gural for Henry Blinn!
Bears with two quick ones. Henry Blinn picks up goal number 28 on the season there to tie things up. That one coming at 5:15. Here it is, a nice feed just outside the crease. And Blinn with the finish.
Certainly, I remember a couple of years ago, Brown Dartmouth soccer game was on the with the Ivy League title on the line. This one very much similar to that, in that Brown and Yale playing for the inside track to the Ivy League championship. We're going to get a push on the Bears and a face-off thus controlled by
a little far this season.
About 71%, Mike, give or take.
Give or take.
Ball's on the ground. Kemp can't get there. The extra man, the difference for Yale. And they'll work upfield with Reese. Reese winding up and scores! Jack Kelly.
The ball up from range so far today, but again, right down the middle, no one really picking him up. Bears giving up too much space there. Maybe just not seeing it quite as well as he did last week against Penn. He had 15 saves in that contest, and there's another face-off win for the Bulldogs with the quick cause turnover.
James Lawrence picks it up as it kind of flew.
Boy's been held off the scoreboard thus far.
Gural trying to sweep at it, and it's won again by Reese of Yale. So face-offs have been pretty even. I think 50-50 so far today. 4 for Brown. Face-off is going to be won by the Bears. We'll see if Gural can hurry it. Plays it in front. The shot to score!
Oh, yeah.
You like?
Huge momentum changer for the Bears, one they desperately needed.
Pushes the goals, the deficit back to 1. And more importantly, I think for, and now Ballistri with 1 as well. This face-off won by the Bears. That takes us into the break. And our score after 1 quarter.
Last second goal from Kyler Ballistri.
10 first quarter face-offs were 5 apiece. Here's number 11. The Bears win it. Tullett for Encyclo gobbles it up. The Bears stay onside and will go to work on the attack to start quarter 2. The Bears attacking left to right. They're wearing the home whites. Brown numerals and red trim. They'll set up their personnel and get to work with Kemp and Gural heading off. Kaput grind it out to Gural, and it looks like that was Yale's Connor Mackey. And it's won by the Bears eventually. Gural running in and scores! Gural!
Man can finish, and what a scrum there. Miller had actually gotten knocked down. All of a sudden, Gural comes away from the pack. No one gets in front, right down the middle. Able to.
It was the first time they had trailed since the season opener against Quinnipiac. They went down the first minute in that game, and Will Gural coming out with another face-off win. But in this game, they have never led. So kind of the opposite state of affairs for a Brown squad that has really only trailed a couple times this season.
Gural doing another excellent job on the face-off and did a nice job of avoiding the hit of Keating there.
I'm talking about the more recent, some of those Princeton and Cornell squads we've seen as well. They are complete.
Yeah, well, and they certainly have brought their A-plus game today, Mike. The Bears seem a little bit off, especially early on in that first quarter. And Yale certainly taking advantage that have been affecting this contest so far.
So we have a face-off violation on the Bulldogs. The Bears will head upfield, 12 seconds with which to work. And it comes to Caputo. Inside field in Providence, Rhode Island. Game time temperatures, and now it's about in the 50s. Gural working up the gut is tripped, and no call of any kind.
Yeah, seemed a little bit dangerous, that lunge and flying to be so much more valuable for the Bears, Mike. They've got to get quality shots in on Hufford. Gural's doing all he can off the face-offs.
Pushes the ball back to the near side. Malloy pushed, will get the ball back to Tullett. Tullett working upfield, the long pole feed in front. Ballistri, shot score! Ballistri answers.
A way to get on one of their goal-scoring runs. A little bit of a broken play up top. Tullett, the nice feed across Ballistri. Able to get in close, blasted over the top right shoulder of Hufford.
The X. Fans try to get behind the home squad. Gural flips it back, has some space, gives the ball. Nope, going to keep it himself. I thought he was going to give it back to Kelly. And the Bears going back on the attack. Gural for Larkin Kemp. Over for Henry Blinn. 8:11 left in the third. The faceoff. Gural again is going to win it. Works upfield, up the seam, takes a shot, scores! Gural 5-0!
Anything like that goal only took 3 seconds. Gural right down the middle, the low rip again, and Hufford helpless. Might have gone 5-hole as well.
So, I believe it's Riley Neaton. And the Bears win another faceoff. Alec Tullett in the midfield. So they went to a long pole man, with the Bears having won now, I think, 5 faceoffs in a row. Here's Henry Blinn. Blinn steps into the box, and now we'll set it almost through. 3 career points. He's at 202 is Dylan Malloy. And we are getting going here in quarter 4. Face-off control. What a hit! Oh! Yazo Scaparrotta lifted the elbow. And still a full season to go.
Yeah. And a heck of a lot of games, hopefully, this year.
Here comes Gural, wins the face-off, flips it behind his head. Here's Kemp, lost the handle, picks it back up and lost it. Keating was able to swipe it away. Scoring Yale so far here in this second half, 6-1. Gural and Nathan, and the Bears win another face-off. It's whipped upfield. Keating bumped shoulder to shoulder by Henry Blinn, but on the ball is Michael Quinn, the captain of the Bulldogs. 5 minutes, and it might tell the whole story.
Probably the last minute, you might see 3 goals.
Gural on the face-off, wins it again. We'll go all the way back to Jack Kelly. Kelly comes back to his right for
Kemp and Tullett on the wings. They've been so crucial to the face-off unit.
This one is won by Mackey, and then he lost his footing. Ball comes to the near side, chopped out of bounds. It should be Brown ball. They're going to call a push on the Bears.
Or they think Gural hit it out. Either way, it's going to be Yale ball.
Gural, Mackey won the last one. The work of Gural, ball off to the wing, and Larkin Kemp has the ball. We'll play it back for Jack Kelly. Kelly out across to Yazo Scaparrotta. Good sight line. Gural grinding it out, feeds it back. They win the faceoff over the head of Larkin Kemp, who gets the ground ball back. Over for Ballistri. And that should do it, folks. Number 1 has been knocked off.